What do you mean by signature? Hello, welcome to the video. So I'm just sketching character. It's like a beast creature, and it's something similar like Warhammer universe. I'm good. How are you, Rohan? What I really like about sketching creatures, these kind of creatures, you can really do like um, you can do repetition. Like you can see here, I'm repeating design 3 times, and there is a similar kind of shape here. As you can see, it's repeated here as well. So that's what I really like when I do sketching creatures. So, and see here, I'm again repeating. And in nature, you can also see things are repeating at least 3 times. So that's kind of a natural kind of rule of third. So it creates harmony. Oh, so sorry. Maybe let me do this. Let's see if I can do something about it. This is something new for me. So sorry if it's still. Is it still vertical? Please let me know. Mm, let me just. Okay. Let's tilt it. So maybe next time I will change the orientation. Right now it's fixed because I've already started in this way, so it's not turning around even I change my orientation to vertical to horizontal. So let's draw a Warhammer character. This is the helmet design, kind of a mask. good thing about sketching with the fine liner, it's give you very confidence. Like whenever you create a line, it's there. So it give you if you it give you a chance to create the perfect line at first time. So if you really want to improve your drawing, I highly recommend you to use ink pens, fine liners, something like that, and draw with that. At first, it looks very hard, but believe me, it's not that much hard. And once you get into it, it's really hard to get out of it. Like you keep drawing only with your fine liners. So for me right now, I can visualize this whole torso like this. So whatever I'm trying to draw here, just to wrap around the forms here. So I'm imagining this is the upper armor. So there is something beneath it. So whatever it's going to be, it's going to be according to the form. Like I said previously, I like to repeat things few times. So I'm repeating this arrow here, here, here throughout the design. So what size of pen? This is a 0.05. It's very fine. A lot of people ask me, how do you sketch? How do you hatch these lines, this texture? And to be honest, it's just like you um, creating lines around the form. Let's say this form is turning this way. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create lines that are actually on the form. Like for that purpose, you can imagine like there is a, let's say there is a form here, cylindrical form, and there is an insect walking around this form. So what is going to be like? It's going to be like this. It's going to walk around it. So it's getting a trail, making a trail around this round curve. So same thing on any surface. When you're going to shade it or hatch it, create the lines that are actually following these forms. It's really hard to control this zoom feature in live stream. Right now, or you want to know like how long I've been drawing for my career or my drawing experience? I have been drawing for about like um, 8 years, 9 years, but I've started drawing daily around 2020 after COVID. And that's the point when I realized that that's the key. If you continue drawing anything for longer time, daily showing up to your board, drawing board, it's the magic. And you're getting improved, you can see your progress. It's just about mileage. Yeah, it's Jack. I like your question. It depends on the project. Sometimes I just start, like, if there's nothing in my brain and in my imagination, I can start drawing, let's say, from this kind of shape, and maybe I can make this a part of maybe helmet or the ornament, and then I can turn it into the helmet as well. Then I can think of the pose of this character. So right now there is nothing in my mind, like it's all life, like reacting to the lines right now. And then I can add more details and details. Maybe I can think about the pose as well. Maybe there is a shoulder pad here. There is something hanging from his head. So sometimes I do like this, and sometimes I imagine the character whole in my imagination and then make the drawing out of it. Let's say I want to draw a person who is like an orc person. So I'm going to imagine the face or hat design. So let's say there is a some ornament of like eye shape on the head, and then I can imagine the head design. So this is all from imagination. So I'm imagining these things in my brain before I start sketching. But here I didn't imagine that before. So that's the difference. This is also from imagination, but it's kind of a reacting what I have first started drawing. But this I have idea before what I'm going to draw. I have little bit clear image in my brain like how it's going to be, and then I just put the lines on the paper. For this creature, I did the same like this orc head. And for this, I started with the reference that I've already drawn before. So I'm just recalling this character from my imagination. So I have drawn this character before. Even from for these kind of sketches, I have drawn a lot of these kind of sketches before. So it's kind of a becoming my um, library, mental library. People say it like mental library. When you draw something, it's in your imagination, it's your memory. That's called mental library. So you can recall that from your memory. Exactly. You can build this mental library by stating, like copying same thing again and again. Whenever do you copy some artist work, try to draw from your imagination, like in the same style. Let's say if I try to copy someone's work, I did it solely for study, try to improve my art studies, and then after that, I try to draw the same thing or maybe in the same style, something my own idea. So that's how you can make that study more effective and more beneficial in terms of your drawing ability. Because just copying is not enough. Like it's like you are just copy and pasting. But taking away some techniques, taking away some approach, that's something which is kind of helpful in your practice, art practice. In previous time, people call it like art practice because it is kind of a daily routine. Even the old masters, they call it art practice because it's like a daily pursuit. Like you are drawing daily, you're practicing your medium daily. Like let's say oil paints, they regularly paint, they copy, they did all of the things. Like in Renaissance, there's a figure drawings they used to copy a lot, and that's how they are very perfect in anatomy drawing, like an anatomical drawing. They go in biological libraries where they can see human parts open up so they can know more about anatomy. So these are actually the practices which are tested in the old time. So we can apply this for in current time as well, like you can do the same thing. So copying is not bad at all, but taking away from the copying like someone's style, so you can introduce your own ideas in that vein. So what I'm doing right now, I'm imagining shapes like there's a shape of head, there's shape of like arms, like this is very big shoulder pad, very huge actually shoulder pad. That's what Warhammer is all about. And then overlapping is really amazing. Like it creates the sense of depth, it creates the sense of realism. And you can really play with the simplicity. Like if you know the shapes in real space, you can overlap them, and with few lines you can create lots of realism. So this arm is going foreshortening, so maybe there is knee pad, sorry, elbow pad, and then there maybe this is a kind of hand, maybe he is holding something. See, it's kind of a foreshortening, and we know that's all of the details what is possible behind this overlapping happening here. So you can imagine we all already know what's going on there because we know the reality, we experience that. So you're just giving the clue, the closure of that reality. So that's it. And today's live stream is just for testing. Like I was testing the format. How can I do the live stream? I will do it again, maybe tomorrow. And that's what we have done so far today. Let me just zoom out. Go here. So today's live stream, I just learned that I have to change the orientation of the screen before I start the live, because I'm doing the live from my mobile. So next time I will make sure it's going to be like landscape orientation. Thank you so much for joining. I really like your support. Thank you so much. And I will keep doing this. Thank you so much. See you in the next one.